But that's a 3-note per string major progression. You can play it in A, or you can play it in B, or whatever. B flat, you know. So for an example, it will sound like this in B flat. Okay, the next thing I'd like to teach you is a 3-note per string minor sequence, and this will take you from the open E to the very, very highest E that you've got on your guitar here at the 24th fret on the E string. That's if you've got a 24th fret guitar. If not, then obviously we'll finish earlier on. Okay, this again is a kind of a 3-note per string scale. On some strings there's maybe 4 notes, but it all flows, it all covers basically every note in the E minor scale that's on the guitar, that the guitar is capable of. So if you know it, then you know every note in the E minor scale on the guitar. And because E minor is the relative minor of G major, then you know every G major note that's in that scale on the guitar. So it's a good progression to really know and understand. Okay, obviously the first note that in the exercise, in the progression, would be E. The second is F sharp, G, then A. So you get this on the 6th string. The next note would be B on the 5th string, then C, then D. So you get this. Then E. So we've gone up 1 octave. F sharp G on the D string, A on the G string, then B then C. Then you want a D here. It's good to move your first finger along, so you get this. So you've got your first finger now, and because you move your first finger along, you can now play the E and the F sharp. Then G on the 1st string here at the 3rd fret, A then B, so we're at B now. From B you want to go to C, so you want to move your whole hand here to C, then play D then E. So you've got from E open here to E at the 12th fret here. Okay, once you've got to here, you need to go back down 2 octaves. You've already gone up 1 octave, 2 octaves, 3 octaves. So we need to go back down 2 octaves to cover every single note on the guitar to make the whole sequence fluid. You've got your E here, then you've got D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E. That's 1 octave. When you get to the E, you need to go to D, C, B, A, G, F sharp, E. So we've got this from open already. Okay, so we've now gone up 3 octaves and down 2. The next thing we need to do is then go up 3 more octaves. And basically you play exactly the same thing again between the open and the 12th, between the 12th and the 24th. Just think of this here as exactly the same as this, but obviously it's scaled, it's smaller because the frets are smaller in the way the guitar is built and designed. So the next thing we need to do is go up another 12 frets. So you've got to the E. You now want to go from the E, play F sharp. So when you end on the E, go up again. So playing exactly the same sequence as what we've done here, but just up 2 more octaves. When you get to the B, play C, D and E. So it looks something like this. So the whole progression goes from open E to E at the 24. And when you get to here, all you do is you play exactly the same thing that you've played to get to here, to get to the E at the 12th fret here, but up on the 12th to the 24th frets. So the whole thing put together looks something like this. So when you've really got it, you can play it with distortion and much more speed, and it will sound something like this.